Chrysler presents Bob Hope in a Bob Hope comedy special starring Dean Martin, Phyllis Diller, Les Brown and his band of renown, special attraction Milton Berle, special guest star Jack Benny. An hour of entertainment from Chrysler Corporation, makers of Plymouth, Dodge, Chrysler, Imperial, Dodge trucks, all quality engineered by Chrysler Corporation. And now, here is the star of our show, Bob Hope.
Thank you. Don't stop. I've been 4 months without this kind of therapy. And I'm happy to be returning with a Chrysler comedy show and also to be returning with a Chrysler theater. It was either that or return the Chrysler. By the way, this is my 15th year in television. Imagine that, 15 years of me. It's the longest stomach test in the history of show business. Of course, I started very young. You remember me. I was the first dropout on Ding Dong School. You know, the Beatles went back to England on a Brinks ocean liner with $600,000 of our money. But we beat their sailboat in a race. No use talking. We're just too smart for them. But they're really a big hit, aren't they? What a fool I was, trying to make it with just talent. I wonder if the bank lends hair. A lot of exciting things have happened. Billy Graham was a big hit when he preached in a bar in Boston. Of course, it was a little strange hearing Down the Hatch instead of Amen. Every time Billy said, "Praise the Lord," the barflies hollered, "Pass the ammunition." There's a lot of news. I see where Frank Sinatra found out that the rain in Spain is not mainly on the plain. 110-pound Cuban actress belted Frankie. It wasn't a fair fight. She outweighed him. And, of course, you read about the XB-70 made its maiden flight, and it was successful. They proved that $1.5 billion could fly. It can fly from Los Angeles to New York in an hour and a half. To see the whole movie, you have to go on to London. And, of course, you know that King Constantine of Greece married Princess Anna Marie of Denmark, and it'll be quite a novelty. Nobody's ever mixed olive oil with Danish pastry before. There were 8 kings and 9 queens present. The whole thing looked like a loaded pinochle hand. It looks like a big season on TV for comedy. Of course, this is an election year. And you've got your choice between I Love Barry and Leave It to Lyndon. And now that CBS owns the Yankees, they're not going to broadcast the whole ball game anymore. Just the first inning. After that, Walter Cronkite comes on with his computer and tells you who wins. I watch the conventions on Channel 4. I have to, you know. I switched to Channel 2 one time, and a white knight rode by and threw Ajax in my face. I wouldn't say the convention was dominated by President Johnson, but the delegates didn't have tickets. To get in, they had to show the LBJ brand, and that's not easy. There's more. And that's not easy when it's not on your arm. That's the rest of it. No, but the Democratic convention was very exciting. It had all the suspense of a Russian election. And that was a nice convention theme song. Hello, Lyndon. It's nice to have you back where you belong. The trouble is, Barry and Lyndon have different ideas of where that might be. And President Johnson refused Goldwater's challenge to a debate, but he did offer to drag race him down Pennsylvania Avenue. No, this is going to be the hottest campaign in history. President Johnson's afraid to make speeches at airports anymore. 3 times last week, Goldwater came in his jet and tried to land on him. I haven't heard such name-calling since I phoned Richard Burton and asked him if he wanted to go bowling. And both candidates are watching each other like hawks. LBJ sneezed the other day, and Goldwater accused him of germ warfare. But really, there's no animosity in this campaign. There's just one thing. If Johnson wins, I hope Arizona enjoys being a part of Mexico. President Johnson says his family inspired him. He says he accomplished his achievements for Lady Bird, Lucy Bird, and Linda Bird. Goldwater thinks the president's accomplishments are for the birds, too.
Welcome, TV viewers. For 1965, Plymouth presents 4 new kinds of Plymouths. 60 new models in all. Truly something for everyone. Plymouth presents the Roaring 65.
Something exciting, something inviting, something for everyone in Plymouth 65.
Come judge a fury.
You be the jury.
Something for everyone, the Roaring 65s. Come on and cheer for New Belvedere. Some happy family takes it from here.
We're asking you to try Barracuda.
Come take a Valiant for a drive. 60 different Plymouths, Roaring 65s.
The 1965 Plymouth Fury, the biggest, plushest Plymouth ever. 22 exciting models, all solidly in the low-price class. The 65 Plymouth Belvedere, 18 new models. So big and such big buys, we say Belvedere's a new way to swing without going out on a limb. The 65 Plymouth Valiant, the compact that hasn't forgotten why you buy a compact. 18 new models, all dialed up for 65. The 65 Plymouth Barracuda, the fast-moving new fastback at a spectacular low price. Now in 2 sizzling new models.
60 to see, give 'em the eye. Pick yourself a Plymouth to try. Soon there'll be no room left in the showroom when all the 65s arrive. 60 different Plymouths, Roaring 65s.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we present our first sketch tonight, I just want to take this chance to thank you for your past loyalty over the many, many years. And, oh, by the way, I don't want to forget these wonderful people in the audience here, too. People that have synchronized our laughs, and don't think that I don't appreciate it. Look at these homeless people of Burbank sitting there well-fed and well-paid. And Jack Benny! Jack, what are you doing in the audience?
Well, it's free, isn't it?
It is now. I've got witnesses.
Well, Bob, the reason I'm here is because, you see, my show follows yours immediately in this same studio, you know? And I sort of wanted to get a feel of the audience here. You don't mind, do you?
Mind? Why should I mind? I'm just doing my show here.
Well, thank heavens I'm not interrupting anything. Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that the way it sounded, you see, because Bob is really one of my closest friends, and I would say the greatest, the funniest comedian in the world.
Oh, come on. Jack, it's not true. You're the funniest comedian in the world.
I stand corrected. See how friendly I am? But, Bob, I was just watching the first part of your show, and it's so smooth and so nice, and your monologue was absolutely terrific, and I can't get over the way this huge audience, they laughed at every one of your jokes. Gee, I wish I had a big family.
Can we get him a guest shot on the Flintstones? Jack, I know that our audience joins me in welcoming you back to NBC this season.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Bob. It's good to be back.
Well, Jack, what do you think is the biggest change here at NBC?
Well, I was walking down the hallway, and I ran into General Sarnoff. And, oh, brother, is he aged. I never saw anything like it. He walks slower, his hair is grayer. I mean, he wears glasses.
Jack, that's his son.
Well, it's a fine time to tell me. You mean that I kneel down and kiss 40 feet of hall for nothing?
Jack, I hope that you won't get the idea that I'm trying to get rid of you because you're getting all the laughs, but shouldn't you be getting ready for your show?
No, I've got a lot of time, but how long does it take to put a little rosin on a bow?
I know, Jack, but what about your makeup?
Makeup? What's that?
Oh, come on, Jack. A little stucco to fill in the bunkers. A little black upstairs to cut down the glare.
Oh, you mean that kind of makeup? Well, that's probably all right for you folks who need it. I mean, why destroy natural beauty?
Does NBC really need 2 peacocks? Jack, why don't you come up on the stage and preen a little for us? I know this audience would enjoy that.
No. Thanks just the same, Bob. I just want to watch the show, that's all.
Well, is there any way I can persuade you to come up here, Jack?
Well, let's see, I don't know. What have you got to offer? I'm listening. I'm listening, Bob. You see, he's cheaper than I am.
Love and marriage. I make a fortune out of love and marriage. It's about time for my next victim, or client. I wonder what human wreckage the stormy seas of matrimony will wash up today. Aha! Come in.
Dr. Diller?
Yes. You must be in the wrong place. I'm not a plastic surgeon.
Look, I didn't come here to be insulted. I can get that at home. Are you sure you're a marriage counselor?
Of course. Don't I have a sympathetic face?
Well, your face has my sympathy.
You poor man. Come over here, darling. Please sit down. There you are. Now, you can have complete confidence in me. I've held more marriages together than community property. Dear Abby writes me letters.
Well, what makes you such an authority?
I've got a PhD in marital relations. I've got an LLD in sociology. And I've been married 29 times.
I haven't heard anything like that since Maria Callas backed into the barbecue.
Well, let's get started. If there's one thing I must warn you about, all my male clients fall madly in love with me.
I'll try to fight it.
Oh, you poor fool. That's what they all say before they become moths to my flame.
She must be smoking the filters.
Well, let's get on with it. Something's bothering you. What is it?
Well, I feel like I've made a terrible mistake.
Your marriage?
No, coming here.
You're a hostile little devil, aren't you? Look, speak up. Don't be bashful. I have seen everything. I used to be a bouncer at the Pink Pussycat.
Well, it's my wife. She's very domineering.
In what way?
Well, for one thing, she never lets me have a night out with the boys.
Well, I don't blame her. That's the way I lost my last husband.
You mean he took a night out with the boys?
No, I did.
I thought they canceled Zoo Parade.
Well, now go on. Where do you think your marriage went wrong?
On our wedding night.
What happened?
Nothing. She went bowling. I was furious.
I'll bet you were.
She knew I had tickets to the ball game.
Tell me something. Is your wife a good cook?
Are you kidding? I've eaten so much frozen food, my stomach sends out frost warnings.
Now, that's not terribly important. The important thing in marriage is love. Is your wife romantic?
Well... In a way, every night she watches television by candlelight.
Look, watching television at night is all right, but I'll tell you the truth, it can be overdone.
Oh, you're so right. I spent my honeymoon with Charlie Chan.
Hello? Yes? Of course I'm busy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, I got a real Lulu in here. What's that? Look, you don't seem to understand. I am a marriage counselor, not a Lonely Hearts Club. I'm sorry, I just can't help you. All right, now look, where would I find a girl with 2 heads, 7 fingers on her right foot? Wart on her right kneecap. You even mixed me up, you idiot. Listen, I'm just sorry. Forget it.
Who was that?
Dr. Strangelove. Let's see now. Where were we?
Well, we were in bed watching television.
All right, look, if your wife prefers television to you, it may be your fault. There may be something terribly wrong with your lovemaking technique. Now here, I have a lovemaking meter. This is a machine.
Yeah?
It's called the Diller Love Meter. I invented this myself, you understand? And this rates your lovemaking scientifically.
That looks like one of Jackie Gleason's golf balls.
We're going to test you. All right, you lucky fool. Kiss me.
You mean without an anesthetic? How was it?
I've had more fun with my electric toothbrush.
Well, I was only using one lip.
Now, let me show you. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to show you a kiss that is a kiss. Get ready. In balloons, but by golly, it's worth it.
Well, that takes care of your problem. Now, what about mine?
Are you still here? They usually go up with a balloon. Oh, yes, your problem, of course. Now, are you a thoughtful husband? Do you remember your wife's birthday? Do you surprise her with little gifts?
Gifts? What for? We're married.
Huh? There's your trouble. Right there. That's it. Luckily, we can take care of that right now. Fortunately, we got some wonderful bargains right here. Wonderful bargains. Now look at this. This is the most powerful perfume in the whole world. It's called Annihilation No. 5. This not only leaves a man absolutely helpless, it also clears up nasal congestion and head cold misery. Here is the giant 12-ounce size, on special today, only $17.50.
Oh.
$12.50? $4 and a third in the toaster?
What else have you got?
Here is a beautiful orchid grown in lush Tahiti. Look at that. The jungle, just flown in from the farmer's market. Your wife will absolutely flip over this. $3.50 and we're losing money. Well, speak up. I gotta sell it quick before the smog kills it.
Well, that might not.
Too late, it's dead. Back to Queen for a day. Now, does your wife happen to have a sweet fang? Here's an item you can't pass up. This is Mother Diller's Candy Assortment Supreme. This will really knock her out because every piece has a Novocaine filling. $1.75 the full pound.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. You can have the whole kit and caboodle for 48 simoleons.
$48 for all that?
Everything has got to go. The building's been condemned.
No. How come they missed you?
I love them when they pretend they don't care.
Look, Doctor, I don't need any gifts. I can afford to buy anything I want. I've got a walk-in piggy bank.
You mean you're loaded?
Compared to me, Howard Hughes is a wetback.
You naughty mixed-up boy. Oh, sit down. You've been holding out on me. There's only one thing that's going to save your marriage. Divorce. I'm going to fix it so that you won't have to spend another moment with that awful woman. I'll get some romantic, beautiful music. Well, that takes care of my war on poverty.
Now, wait a minute, Doctor. This is unethical. highly improper and utterly ridiculous. I'm going to report you to the president of the Marriage Counselors Association.
Speaking.
This is the most beautiful Chrysler ever built. The big one that delivers. A fast answer to your demands, for one thing. Luxury that reflects your good taste, for another. Roomy all around. Easy to get into and out of. 18 feet of comfort, 2 tons of security. One more point. A Chrysler isn't all that expensive. The 7 Newport models are priced just a few dollars a month more than some of the popular smaller cars. Move up to Chrysler. Model 1965.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dean Martin.
I must confess that I cry from loneliness, and the door is still open to my heart. You are to me like honey is to be, and the door is still open to my heart. I'm not ashamed to cry. It's better than to hold it inside, and I won't be satisfied until you're here by my side. You're as close to me as 2 is to 3, and the door is still open to my I'm not ashamed to cry. It's better than to hold it inside, and I won't be satisfied until you're here by my side. You're as close to me as 2 is to 3, and the door is still open to my heart, and the door is still open to my
That's beautiful, you know, Dino. Your voice gets mellower every day.
Oh, thank you, Bob. It's that new throat spray I'm using. It's made especially for me.
Who by? The little old bourbon maker?
Please, Bob, let's not talk about my alleged tippling. Why don't you tell the folks about the real Dean Martin, actor, singer, nightclub performer, and gentleman golfer?
Say, you really do all those things, too, which brings up one question. What does the real Dean Martin do to relax?
Well, like I was telling you, I got this throat spray.
You're not drinking anymore, are you?
No, I freeze it now, and I eat it like a popsicle.
I never really believed all those things they say about your drinking. You'd be flat on your back if it was true.
I am flat on my back. The camera's tilted.
And you just finished an engagement at Harrah's Club, didn't you?
Well, I wish you hadn't mentioned it.
Why?
What good is a plug after I left? What are people going to say? Let's go up to the Harrah's. Dean was there last week?
Yeah, but it's a beautiful spot. Lake Tahoe, the woods, the lake, the mountains, and all the losers jumping off.
Well, everybody says it's beautiful, but it didn't get to me.
How do you mean?
Well, I woke up early one afternoon, looked out the window, and there was that big mess of water. Shook me up so bad I couldn't drink my breakfast.
He's the only man I know whose cornflakes come in a pinch bottle. Dino, I understand your latest cinema, Robin and the Seven Hoods, is doing very large.
Yeah, it's moving a gang of popcorn.
But I don't dig the casting. You, Frankie, Sammy Davis, and Bing. That's a strange combination.
What do you mean, strange?
Well, 3 swinging Italians and 1 American party pooper.
Oh, you'll hear from Sammy's rabbi about that.
Say, Dino, before I forget, I want to congratulate you.
Well, I'm sure I deserve it, but what's it for this time?
Well, I heard your son just signed with Reprise Records. Is that right?
True.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just what the world needs, another Italian singer. How old is the kid?
15. Thought he'd never go to work.
15 and he's working?
I had to get him out of the house. I wanted to use the phone.
How do you like that? My son Tony's 23 and he hasn't even earned a dime. He's still in college.
But he's getting a good education.
Great. He writes home for money in Latin. Say, you record for Reprise Records, too. Isn't Frankie the boss over there?
Yeah, that's part of his action.
Well, how is he to work for?
Great. Best needle we ever had. Oh, yeah, working with Frank is a blast. Our last session took a week.
A week? Why so long?
Oh, some sneak kept drinking the shellac. But it was worth it, you know. We came up with a very unusual record.
Well, what's so unusual about it?
Why, you played at 33 1/5.
The record doesn't spin, you do. Say, Dean, you've just pulled off one of the most fantastic feats in the history of the music business. Your record of Everybody Loves Somebody is outselling the Beatles. You must be making a bundle.
Yeah, but what good is it? My kids are spending it on all the Beatle records.
Well, Dean, for your accomplishment in selling over 1 million copies of Everybody Loves Somebody, that's Ken Lane's number, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, he's my piano player.
Great.
Yeah.
Reprise has a little surprise for you right here. And it's my pleasure to present you with this, my good man, a gold one. And That's pretty nice.
You know, Bob, just what I always wanted, a gold pizza.
And congratulations, you did it the hard way with a haircut.
Thank you, Bob. And thank you, music lovers everywhere.
How about doing a piece of that tune right now?
All right? Go.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss
just told me that sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in your heart keeps saying that someplace is here. If I had it in my power, I'd arrange for every girl to have your charm. Then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. If I had it in my power, I would arrange for every girl to have your charm. Then every minute and every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. Everybody loves somebody sometime.
To mark the new Imperial as a vintage achievement, we have made significant evolutionary changes. One is immediately apparent. The grille is new. The headlights are completely enclosed in tempered glass. Others include inlays of 100-year-old Claro walnut. A master gauge that watches the other gauges. And power vent windows as standard equipment. Imperial styling is very likely the major reason its sales nearly doubled last year. See the incomparable Imperial, vintage 1965.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're very happy to welcome back to the show one of my favorite guys, a fellow that I...
Bob, don't let me disturb you. You see, but I'm just checking some last-minute details before my show.
Okay, Calvin.
Checking? Yes, I just want to check some stuff, the microphone and everything. Let's see. There, you see, I want to see if it's... Look it, for heaven's sake, how would I be able to work here? It's not even plugged in. Now, how could that happen?
I don't know, Jack. Did you press your pants in here?
No, in my dressing room.
Look, then why don't you go to your dressing room and relax, huh?
All right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I worry too much.
Yeah, don't worry about a thing,
That's
Jack.
right. I just see that the curtains... I want everything to be right for my show.
Don't bother. The maid comes every Thursday. We'll be all right. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen,
Now, wait a minute.
I'd
I
like
wanna
to
see
present...
the lights. If the lights will be right for my show, let's see where I stand. This is 8,000 candle power. Hey, fellas, would you please give me, when I do my show, I mean, will you give me the same lighting that you would give, let's say, Inger Stevens?
Inger Stevens?
Yes. We both have baby blue eyes.
You may have baby blue eyes now, but if you come out here again, you look like one of those cigarette smokers who refuse to switch. Will you get off, please? Isn't he sweet? Huh? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Wait. Don't go away, folks. Look, don't go away. There'll be a comedy show on in 30 minutes.
He's getting a little overconfident since they passed Medicare.
The television networks have suddenly discovered that horror and shock combine to form the beautiful word money. Some of the hit shows this year are Make Room for Dracula, My Favorite Spook, and Sing Along with Witch. Yes, this is the year of the monsters, but not all monsters are successful. This is the home of Claude and Cynthia Batt. This is Cynthia, an average American house witch who is awaiting the arrival of her husband, Claude, the only monster in television who isn't working.
Can't that kid keep his crocodile out of the driveway?
Hello.
Oh, hello, baby. Who's for dinner?
The butcher. They were all out of meat.
Same thing, huh?
Well, did you have any luck today? Did you get a job?
I was so disgusted I tried to kill myself. I took poison.
What happened?
Nothing. It was delicious.
Let's face it, you're a failure. Everybody and his monster brother is working in TV, and who do I marry? An unemployed bat.
Well, it's not my fault. Talent means nothing today. All they want is an ugly face that can sell the product.
Well, I think you're ugly.
No, you don't.
I think you're gruesome.
No, you don't. You're just saying that because you love me.
No, I don't love you. I never should have married you. I should have married Milton.
Milton who?
Milton, the atomic chicken from outer space. He's the most successful chicken monster in television.
You'd never be happy with that slap-happy chicken. He deserted his wife and left her with a dozen eggs to support. Who can that be?
I don't know, but don't let him in until I fix my makeup.
I wish you would. You look like a witch. I begged her to give up smoking. Come in. The trap door's always open.
I said no autographs! No autographs!
You like it? Beautiful, isn't it? It's a Chicken Dior original. I'm a big star.
You're a big star?
I'm a very big star. Even parents like me. Little kids adore me. They don't have to get undressed at night. I scare the pants off of them.
You must be Milton, the atomic chicken.
That wasn't in the sketch. Yes, that's me, and I better get all the laughs tonight. Because when I lay an egg, it's radioactive.
Look, would you mind wiping your feet outside? We just changed the mud this morning.
Oh, this is a nice little place you have here. Are you renting or haunting? Beautiful. Looks like early Halloween. Who's your decorator? Bat Masterson?
You know,
Oh, good service, I'd say. Very good service. You're adorable. You're adorable. Hey, I know you. I know you, little tarantula, but I haven't seen you on television lately. Have no job, have no series, eh? Who is your agent?
Same as mine, MCA.
MCA?
Monster Corporation of America.
You have him fly away, too, eh? Monster Corporation. I'm walking this way, pal.
Thank you very much.
Monster Corporation of America, huh? MCA, too. Let me tell you something, pal. They're no good. They're no good, baby. They're taking 10% of your blood. Now, why don't you face reality? The day of the stand-up monster is over, and you just can't come out and say, "And good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened to me at the witch burning."
You're doing all right now. You're a big chicken.
Yeah.
But wait till Lent. You won't be able to give yourself away.
What are you talking about? I'm a big star. I've got a 52 rating.
52? All human?
I don't know. Some of them fly away before we can count them.
Anything I hate, it's a chicken come lately. I was scaring people when you were carrying pollen for the Green Hornet.
The only way that you could scare anybody is to use your real face.
And I got a good mind to bite you on the neck.
You try it, and I'll molt all over you. Don't you touch me.
I wouldn't touch you even if you were in season.
What's that?
My mother-in-law.
Beautiful. She looks like a dealer I know in Las Vegas. Away! Down! Down! Get away! How about this? A chicken in the driver's seat. Cynthia, my darling! I adore you, my darling. I see you're wearing your topless teeth.
You're still the tall, handsome beast you always were.
And you're pretty and as delectable as ever.
They say my people are blind as a bat.
By the way, darling, you will stay for dinner, won't you?
Well, I don't know. Do you mind?
Mind? You may be the main course.
Cynthia, I wouldn't think of having you sweat over a hot cauldron. Why don't we just call Cobra Delight?
Wait a minute. You think I don't know what's been going on behind my wings, huh? You've got eyes for this old hag, haven't you?
How can you say that?
She ain't all dressed up like this for me.
I confess I can't help it. She's irresistible. The minute I heard her cute little giggle, I flipped. There it is. You doll. I can hardly wait to see how she looks when she gets up in the morning.
How can you throw away in a moment of passion all that we built together? Don't let him take you away from all this.
No. Let all this walk away by itself.
Think of all we've been to each other.
Come over here. I adore you, and stay with me, dear.
Now stay with me. I need you. Bewitch me. Bewitch me.
She's busy now. She'll bewitch you in a minute. She's mine!
No, she belongs to me.
No, she belongs to me.
She belongs to me.
She belongs to me.
Wait! You're fussing my hair.
Honey, if you leave with him, there's nothing left for me but the home for senior vampires. Del Webb's Bat City.
Darling, forget about him. You gave him the best of your 200 years of your life. Grab a wing, baby, and off to Birdland we'll go.
No, don't leave me. You don't know what it's like day after day hanging around here by my feet.
Cynthia, let go of her.
Leave her alone.
Come with me.
Cynthia, come here.
I said come with me, Cynthia.
What a dilemma. I wonder what Tennessee Williams would do.
What does he care? You're not his sister.
Grab your broom. Yeah, we'll honeymoon family plan. I don't know. Let's get on.
I'll sit up here in first class.
Coffee, tea, or hemlock?
What?
Hemlock.
You can have all you want.
Hemlock?
Hemlock.
Ran third. I'll have to sit back here, because this is what steers, right here. The only way to fly. Don't fly too low over Texas. I don't want to be caught in one of his barbecues.
Young Dodge, new Dodge, go Dodge.
New from Dodge, coming on big for 65.
Go Dodge.
New Dodge Polara. Beautiful way to leave the low-price beef.
Go Dodge.
New Dodge Coronet. Hot new Dodge, new lower price. Behind the dash, full-size room. In front of it, road size go.
Go Dodge.
New Dodge Dart. Small Dodge, big compact. Naturally, it's the Dodge size compact. See Dart, Coronet, Polara. New from Dodge, coming on big for 65.
Go see Dodge.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to present a young lady that I think you...
Excuse me.
is down the hall, second door to your left.
At CBS, we had him in our dressing room.
With his money, you'd think he'd put in his own telephone. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, Chrysler presents Think Pretty, an original musical comedy starring Fred Astaire, Barry Chase, and Louis Nye. It's really a feast of entertainment. Here are some appetizers.
Do you always discuss business like this?
Only with pretty girls. You know what this is? This is a surfboard. And it's made out of a wonderful kind of... It's made out of solid fear.
This business was built on bright ideas. What have we done? We've gambled our time and our money to show you how we can make your client a hit. Now, the least you can do is wait and see the results.
As far as you're concerned, Mr. Adams, the results are in.
That's Think Pretty, starring Fred Astaire, Barry Chase, and Louis Nye next week. If you're the type who goes for mere talent, don't miss it. Les? Ladies and gentlemen, may I take just a moment to remind you that your United Fund or Community Chest is the one campaign that does the big job. It takes care of the Red Cross, the USO, medical research, visiting nurses, day nurseries, foster care, and adoption agencies for children, as well as special health and welfare agencies for the senior citizens. All these are a part of your United Way community campaign. Your one gift works many wonders. Give your fair share the United Way. Don't miss Jack Benny next on this station. Until next week, thank you and good night.
New Dodge Coronet coming on big for 65.
See Dodge.
A young beauty, all new, hot new Dodge at a new lower price.
Go Dodge.
New Dodge Coronet. Big on action, too. Power, wild. Ride, smooth. Response, the most.
Drive Dodge.
New Dodge Coronet. With the look of it. Feel of it. Go of it. Check the price of it, you'll drive home in it. New Dodge Coronet, coming on big for 65.
Go see Dodge.
Don't miss Milton Berle's dramatic appearance in the forthcoming Suspense Theater on NBC. Tomorrow night, complications arise for Kentucky when he tries to enroll his adopted son, Dwight Eisenhower Wong, in an American school. Don't miss Kentucky Jones tomorrow night at 8:30, 7:30 Central Time, here on NBC. We hope you enjoyed this hour of entertainment from Chrysler Corporation, makers of Plymouth, Dodge, Chrysler, Imperial, Dodge trucks, all quality engineered by Chrysler Corporation. This is Frank Barton, inviting you to stay tuned for the premiere of the Jack Benny program, next on NBC. This program was pre-recorded.